Human Rights Watch has identified serious abuses and potential war crimes committed by both the Turkish armed forces and their proxies in Syria in a new report, which warns that Turkish officials appear directly involved in apparent war crimes. Over 100 Palestinians killed and over 750 injured as Israel fires on civilians gathered in Gaza for food aid on Thursday, an attack denounced by many countries and seen as a serious war crime. Members of the pro-Kurdish People's Equality and Democracy, or DEM Party, strongly criticised Turkey's 8th judicial reform package, denouncing it as anti-freedom and a threat to civil liberties. A Kurdish doctor, Abdul Kadir Sabri Toprak, originally from Turkey's Bitlis province, was fatally shot in Suleimania, Iraq, raising suspicions of Turkish involvement amid ongoing political tensions. Learn more with Media News. Turkey is directly implicated in serious abuses and potential war crimes committed by both members of its own forces and its armed proxies in the regions it has occupied in northern Syria, the international watchdog and rights monitor Human Rights Watch, or HRW, has said. By directly implicating Turkish officers in apparent war crimes, the report goes further than previous UN and HRW reports, which have long identified widespread abuses, particularly targeting Kurds, the Christian and Yazidi minorities, and women. Turkey bears responsibility for the serious abuses and potential war crimes committed by members of its own forces and local armed groups it supports in Turkish-occupied territories of northern Syria, the report's authors write. Turkish officials are not merely bystanders to abuses, but bear responsibility as the occupying power and, in some cases, have been directly involved in apparent war crimes in what it calls a safe zone, it continued. The report, entitled "Everything is by the Power of the Weapon," draws on interviews with nearly 60 interlocutors, including victims of Turkish violence, as well as anonymous individuals with links to the occupying Turkish forces. It documents abuses including abductions, arbitrary arrests, unlawful detention, sexual violence and torture, as well as violations of property rights. Israeli forces killed 112 Palestinians and wounded over 750 in Gaza on Thursday, firing on civilians assembled for food aid in an attack that is considered among the worst Israeli war crimes since the war's onset on the 7th of October, exacerbating the humanitarian crisis and pushing the death toll above 30,000. According to the Palestinian Health Ministry, the attack targeted civilians at El Nabusi Junction in the western part of Gaza, who were waiting for food supplies. The severity of injuries and the lack of medical supplies have overwhelmed health teams, spokesman Ashraf al-Qudra highlighted. Israeli officials admitted to firing on the crowd, citing a perceived threat due to the crowds surrounding the aid trucks. They also released aerial footage of it, which some have condemned as dehumanizing the starved Palestinians who ran for the aid. The attack led to a predictable stampede, Israeli military officials said, with casualties also resulting from individuals being run over by vehicles. The international community, including the US, Saudi Arabia and the European Union, has condemned the violence, which they said undermines efforts towards a ceasefire. The UN Security Council convened an emergency meeting to address the crisis. The pro-Kurdish DEM Party in Turkey has strongly condemned the government's 8th judicial reform package. Labelling it an anti-freedom legislative effort, they argued it threatens civil liberties, democratic governance and judicial independence. This criticism emerges against the backdrop of a significant judiciary crisis, where the rift between the Court of Cassation and the Constitutional Court has intensified fears of an eroding rule of law.
8. yargı paketini getirirken çok dediğim gibi ağdalı laflar edildi, büyük tulturaklı sözler söylendi. Peki bu paketin içerisinde ne var? Bakın AYM'nin, Anayasa Mahkemesi'nin iptal ettiği bütün maddeler neredeyse farklı cümlelerde ifade edilerek paketin içerisine yedirildiğini görüyoruz. Yani aslında meclis şu anda anayasasızlığa alet edilmiş oluyor. Bugün yargı darbesi meclis eliyle devam ettirilmeye çalışıyor ve AKP bu yargı paketlerini getirerek aslında Anayasa Mahkemesi'ni tanımadığını, Anayasa Mahkemesi'nin şu maddede düzenleme yapın demesine rağmen o maddelerde ısrar ettiğini görüyoruz.
A Kurdish doctor, Abdul Kadir Sabri Toprak, originally from Turkey's Kurdish majority province of Bitlis, was shot dead on Thursday by unidentified assailants who remain at large in the city of Suleimania in the Kurdistan region of Iraq, or KRI. Toprak, a father of three, had left Turkey due to political pressure and found refuge in Iraqi Kurdistan 12 years ago. According to Roj News, Toprak was hit by 4 bullets, causing his immediate death at the scene, and the circumstances of the crime indicate a targeted attack. Observers suggest that the assailants may have links to Turkish intelligence, given the recent open threats by Turkish officials against the Patriotic Union of Kurdistan, or PUK, whose core constituency is based in Suleimania, and the earlier series of assassinations of political asylum seekers in Iraqi Kurdistan. The Turkish National Intelligence Organization, or MIT, is believed by many in Iraqi Kurdistan to have organized the assassinations of Kurdish political activists in the region since 2021. The assassination of Dr. Toprak in Suleimania has sparked debate in the Turkish parliament. During the General Assembly on Friday, Gülistan Kılıçdaroğlu, deputy leader of the People's Equality and Democracy, or DEM Party, held a photograph of the doctor and accused the Turkish government of turning the Kurdish city into an open MIT base.